Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rise for the Emblem. Well, I guess not really Rise for the Emblem, because we're actually a random gamers corner. My name is Alejandro Ortiz, and I am joined by my good friend and co-host, Professor Zimmer slash John. That's your cue.
Reality is a construct created by those who wish to oppress us.
Damn. All right, Nostradamus. He's hitting me with the deep
No,
stuff right now.
no. What's up, guys? I'm John. I'm Professor Zuma. Call me whatever you like, but don't call me late to dinner because I like food.
Real. And of course, as you could probably guess, I am of course going to be walking around the town as Spider-Man in his new suit. If you're watching the video podcast, at least, while John is actually playing the game. But
Because
anyways,
I
we're here
am
to talk.
able to do
Oh,
this. Oh, sorry.
as
Because
we're
I am
about to
able to
talk.
do.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. Let me tell you something. Mistakes happen. All right.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something.
All right. Anyways, all right. You finish your thing, and then I'll completely finish my thing.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say was because I am capable of doing this amazing thing called multitasking to a degree. I could easily play the game and talk about what we're talking about, and actually not just reply on autopilot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like phoning it in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Now
But
you go.
yeah.
Sorry.
All right, no worries. But yeah, here we are now to talk about Brand New Day. Not the video game Spider-Man 2, Brand New Day. That's what we're here to talk about.
Oh man, I thought we were gonna talk about Spider-Man 2.
We can say that for another time.
Hey, this isn't Spider-Man 2 2004. This
All
isn't even
right.
Spider-Man 2 2023. This is Spider-Man 1.
This is the
Oh,
fourth
yeah, guys, I forgot
movie.
to say, I'm playing Spider-Man 1.
Yes.
Uh,
Anywho, we are here to talk about a miraculous thing, a fourth movie for Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which honestly, gotta say, he is just doing wonders for the character.
yeah, he has truly kind of fit into the role.
Definitely. And I guess now it's just a good time to like talk about at least non-spoilers things as much as we can before we get into the non-spoilers territory. So I guess what we start off with is, did you enjoy the movie?
I really did, yes. I had certain issues with it, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie and what it put out, and I guess the message the movie was trying to convey, and succeeded in conveying at that.
Really, what kind of issues did you have? Well, at
Unfortunately,
least
I'm
there's
gonna
non.
have to save those for the spoiler section because they are plot-related issues.
Ah, got ya. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Meanwhile, my wife and I definitely enjoyed this movie. I will admit I did not find myself too emotional at some points, but honestly, that's okay because I think when No Way Home there was like a lot more, I guess, more shocking moments that sort of definitely caught me off guard emotionally. But for this one, it was just more like, damn, Spidey is really going it true hard this time. Because, well, I guess it's not really a spoiler since the trailers kind of like already show that. So I'm going to try to
Is
be
that he's
very
by
careful.
himself?
By himself, he has no real emotional support this time. Like we are getting peak Spider-Man, as the fandom has said, where he is by himself. He's down his luck, and yeah, he just got no one, which everyone cheered for. It's kind of like a little cruel, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, something I something I appreciate that they did, and I think I talked to you about this. I might not have though. If I didn't, I apologize. Um, is I appreciate that for this movie, they were like, okay, we really need him to sound like he's from New York.
Oh my gosh. Whenever he got more flustered when arguing, I could hear the New Yorker accent more, and I thought like, wait a minute, what the hell? Like you would think that he was a damn natural at this now.
Like, I kind of wish they would have. Never mind. That's a sport. That's another kind of plot related thing. So I'll save that for the third section.
Fair. I will
But
say, Tom. Oh, go on.
no, no, no. But I will say, I was not expecting. They made you think for a second that something was going to happen towards the very end of the movie. I'll say that.
Like it felt
And if
misleading, or it was overhyped.
it was misleading, and if that doesn't give it away, I could just text you the scene I'm talking about.
All right, no worries.
Do you need me to text you?
Sure thing.
Okay, give me just a
So I
second. Gotta
guess what
pause
I can talk about is again Tom Holland did terrific performance. Everyone did terrific in this damn movie, and the fact that like I am like so impressed with even like the I guess like the non-essential characters. I mean the actors
hmm
that aren't like the protagonist or the antagonist. Like, geez, everyone did well. I was like, damn, where the heck did they find some of these actors? Because they did amazing, even with the shortest amount of screen time they could possibly have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that choreography. Holy shit, you could tell
Holy
like
shit.
yes, like the fact that they actually played the director played the game, or I think that's what he said, right? Like he said, "Oh yeah, I played the game, so we want to get this capture the essence of Spider-Man or such like that." Like you could tell from how they had Tom Holland moving in this one, and stunt actor. Wait, at least I think he had a stunt actor. What do you think? Like, were you impressed? Like,
Um,
you were thinking like, "Oh my God, it's just like the games," because that's what I saw some comments said. I was like, "Yeah, I could
I was
agree."
gonna say that the fight scenes reminded me a hell of a lot of the Insomniac games.
Yes, which ironically enough, we are showing on our screens or whatever we're doing to as we try to like divert our attention and also talk about this amazing movie. Yeah, I again, it was like I don't know, it was like a whole different Spider-Man. Yes, it's a bit funnier. Like now we can finally have a Spider-Man that's like out of high school. He has to do the funny stretching and all that. But also like
I'm not in high school anymore.
yeah. But you can see like oh my gosh, he has so much more experience like with the way he's moving. Like this is like peak Spider-Man now, where I was like, damn, this new director is like just letting them do crazier work. Like especially like again, it was shown in the trailers, so I'm not trying to spoil anything. Like having him fight against the random rogues he has, like at least the opening montage,
Yeah.
like that was cool. But also like making little shout outs to comic covers, and then like this is a Spider-Man that has been working by himself and just improving in different ways. So now there's just like the whole conflict of course, him being separated from MJ and Ned, and now trying to figure out like how to live life as Spider-Man while, just being isolated in so many different ways until a new threat arrives.
A threat. A threat so big it's gonna take more than Spider-Man to stop him. Stop it, I mean.
Which I gotta say, how do you feel about this entry now mixed in with different Marvel characters popping up? Like it's a more breathed in Marvel world.
I liked it. Again, once we get to, I guess, section 3, we could talk more about introductions of certain characters.
For sure.
Because this was the first MCU debut of a certain character who we will go over, and they did an amazing job.
Such an amazing job, and the fact that this could set up a huge domino effect for
Future
characters we've
movies.
been, yeah, whole different type of movies to be unleashed on us. And of course, finally seeing characters that we've been wanting to see in the MCU for like the longest time, like they keep teasing in previous MCU shows.
Yeah. Also, I personally, as someone who grew up with the Alright, time to show how old I am for a second. I grew up watching Spider Man the Animated Series on a TV channel called Jetix.
Sheesh. If y'all don't
Which,
know,
oh, if you don't know, you didn't have a childhood. That's all I'm going to say on that.
and if you do know, I hope your back is doing better than mine.
If you do know, how you doing, Unc?
Are you enjoying our
Um,
senior benefits?
so, and so, like, he had the, he had like the web shooters that impossibly were seamless under his glove, and I like the design of the web shooters in the movie remind me of those web shooters from the '90s show. So I appreciate that.
It was pretty cool, and I was just thinking, like, huh, it sort of reminds me of the Insomniac, where it was also showing as well. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I found that was pretty cool. I I really didn't mind the design of the suit. Like, okay, this is stuff we can really talk about. Like, I don't know. There's moments where I was just thinking, like, damn, I don't know if it's on purpose, whatever. Either like a filter or such they used for the movie,
are
but
you talking
he.
about how you
Huh?
could see his eyes in some of the scenes?
Oh yeah, I noticed that you could see some of his eyes, but I was more talking about
Oh, okay.
like I was trying to finish the thought that he looks like he's just straight out of the comic book. Like compared to the rest of the world, like there's moments where either he's standing still or like in motion at some points.
Yeah,
He's just like a comic character that's just straight out, straight onto the world, just like planted onto there, and it's just insane to see.
I also
Uh,
love that. I love that. Like Spider-Man really feels the most like Spider-Man that Tom Holland's Spider-Man has. I think he felt more like Spider-Man in this movie than even in No Way Home. Does that make sense?
I could believe it because now there's no Tony Stark, no Tony Stark villains.
Okay.
Villains related to Tony Stark.
I always so like growing up, like what when these movies were coming out. Not growing up because I was already a teenager when Tom Holland became Spider-Man. That's besides the point. Um, so when these movies were coming out, I didn't like them. I didn't like Homecoming. I didn't like Far From Home. And both of my like two best friends were both like, John, why don't you like them? And I was like, I don't like them because it doesn't feel like Peter Parker Spider Man. And my whole argument was, you could take this entire movie, put Miles Morales in it instead of Peter, and nothing significant would change to the story. Because,
Hmm.
like, obviously, yeah, Vulture and Mysterio are both Peter Parker villains, but he didn't really handle them the way I expected Peter would have back then. I don't mind them as much now. I want to specify that. I don't shit on the Tom Holland movies anymore. But when I was younger, that was my whole mindset was it doesn't really feel like Spider-Man, and now he feels like Spider-Man.
I guess what you're trying to say is that I guess if you took out Ned, MJ, and Peter and replaced with Miles, the story would not be that different because they're characters that are not truly related to. How do I say this? What is
Okay,
the way to
let's
describe it?
just let's get the elephant. Let's address the elephant in the room real quick.
All right,
They
go for it.
very clearly based Ned off of Genki in the MCU.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah.
Um, like MJ, I'm okay with. I don't really mind her. I don't mind that they like took away the fact she's a redhead, or took away the fact that she could be kind of a bitch a lot of the times. Looking at you, insomniac Mary Jane. Anyways, um, I also, oh man, just like the whole movie felt very. This is gonna be odd sounding, but it felt very natural. Does that make sense?
Elaborate, please.
Uh, none of the none of the interactions felt really forced. It all felt kind of just naturally flowing and like didn't really seem out of place for the movie.
Hmm.
Like it didn't feel like it broke up the serious bits when he had moments when he was actually like being more friendly neighborhood. Because sometimes that break can be a little bit jarring for me.
Like when his first appearance was thrown into like a whole civil war between the Avengers and all
Not
that.
only that, let me give you an
Oh,
example. Let me give you an
okay.
example. Like that's a good example. Like how in the middle of them raiding in Avengers Age of Ultron, in the middle of the Avengers raiding Hydra's or whatever Tom fuckery in the snowy part, and they had that whole scene where they were all and like they were all ragging on Cap for not wanting them to swear.
Hmm.
It just felt like a bit of forced comedy in the middle of a serious moment, and I didn't really feel that way with this movie.
Uh-huh.
So like
Oh, like
I
it
give
didn't
him
have
props
the
for that.
MCU humor like it usually does.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we ready to talk about the non-spoiler plot rundown?
No, yeah, I want you to build up a bit more on this because I think
Okay.
I like
Oh
where you're
boy.
going with it. So I want to hear some more
Okay.
like what makes you like this one so much.
Um. Okay. Let me give you another example. So the Punisher scenes. Again, not going into detail about them because that's for the next section. Um. Like Spider-Man and Punisher. Like already in the comics, they kind of have a history because his first appearance was in a Spider-Man comic.
Uh-huh.
It was actually so just a TLDR for those who don't know. His first appearance was oh, I don't remember the exact issue number. I think it was 120 something. But the Jackal, Miles Warren, had hired him to attempt to kill Spider Man. And of course, he failed. But a character who's normally associated with Daredevil ended up being like getting his roots from Spider Man. And they kind of had a I don't want to say he's replaced Tony Stark as like the father, the kind of mentor father figure to Spider-Man, but he definitely like you could tell those two would take a bullet for each other.
Right.
Cuz like they rag on each other. Like oh my god, they the way they argue in the movie was amazing.
They did perfect with that. Yeah.
And obviously it helps that John Bernthal and Tom Holland are good pals in real life.
The fact they showed up already in two other movies beforehand,
Shit.
which two in the same year, this year.
Yeah, it was what was the other one?
Um, Odysseus,
Was it
The Odyssey.
The Odyssey?
Yeah,
Okay, I did not know he was in that.
yeah, both.
I knew Tom
Yeah,
Holland was. I just didn't know John Bernthal was.
yeah. So it made them, and again, their chemistry so much better than what it could have been beforehand.
Yeah, because like here's the thing. I genuinely so like looking at them now, I don't think like for example season two Punisher season two Daredevil Punisher and Civil War Spider-Man would have gotten along at any capacity that they do now.
No.
That being said, I would like to see the situation they mentioned. I would like to see that brought to light.
Yeah.
And and another thing that I liked about the movie was obviously we know Ned and MJ are in the movie.
Of course.
I like that. I like that Genki and Spider Man still get along the way they did before the spell.
Wait,
Cause like,
Miles and Genki
huh?
or?
I mean, Ned. Sorry, my brain was still locked on the whole Ned is basically a Genki thing.
Oh, okay, got you.
Sorry, Ned. I mean,
No worries. That's what I'm here for, to make sure like I'm understanding as
listen,
well,
I
like
would
the
get there
audience.
eventually.
Right.
um. So like, yeah, I appreciate that. Like, obviously, Ned lost a good chunk of his memories because certain person got erased from it. Don't know who that would be though. Who's this Peter Parker guy? Anyways, um, but like immediately the chemistry was still there, and that was a really pleasant thing to see.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see. I don't want to name her until we actually get into the plot, but I do appreciate, as someone who played the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3, I appreciated the MCU debut of a certain detective.
Yeah, I learned a lot more now. Like once I learned about who this character was, I was like, oh, we could be in for some much more crazy and possibly depressing entries when it comes to Spidey still.
Right. I also, going back to the whole he sounds like he's from Queens, he also acts like it more. Like, like him trying to guess the name of this character's children to try to
Uh,
prove that he does know this person.
yeah, like the new mentor
Yeah.
for Peter. Yeah,
And they're like, you don't know anything about me. You don't even know my kids' names. He's like, I know one of them's named. I know you called one of them whatever.
Poppy. Should call him
Bobby.
Poppy. Yeah. And honestly, as a little joke for anyone who doesn't know, like sometimes that's just an affectionate term for like a son or just like any male figure, like if you're close to them or such.
Also, I do like the fact that Peter got himself out of that little rinky-dink apartment.
Um, yeah. Then I feel like is this a plot point? No, I don't think so.
No, 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 no. I'm
No,
not. Well, I mean, I was specifically not stating where he went, just in case you considered that a plot point.
got ya. No,
Because
but
like I
there.
know the lab that it's in, that he had it set up in, was shown in the trailer. So
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Again, this movie did well enough to just establish, like, yeah, that our our Peter is just not doing well, and just in all the different ways.
yeah, yeah, there were quite a few moments in the movie where I was like, oh man.
Yeah, honestly, this is like very depressing. And then someone said this is probably the worst timeline for any of the Spider-Man. So I was just thinking to myself, like, I mean, there's still plenty of stuff that needs to happen in order for him to take that mantle. But yeah, MCU Spider-Man is already really going through it.
I'd say he's definitely earned the. Uh, I'd say he's definitely passed the criteria for wearing the tights. I mean, his life sucks.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you read comics, you know this guy isn't allowed to be happy for longer than an hour.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Oh, and just when he thinks things are going great, something else happens.
For sure. Now, I know we spoke plenty like how, okay, yeah, he was down in his luck. They did great with the choreography, but now with like the web slinging and the combat, making it feel more
Yeah,
like, well, more like the video
Insomniac.
games, yeah. But I think I think there's some other aspects like, yeah, Punisher, yeah, John Bernthal's Punisher was great in this, but yeah, it was like a little, oh man, I can see where people are coming from saying like, oh, but this one's so weird because he's not really killing people, shooting people like crazy, stuff like that. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, this is how do I say this? This
You know
is
what? I'm gonna give him.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna argue this real quick. Not you, like this specific like complaint.
Hmm.
He certainly tried.
Oh yeah,
He tried. You can't fault him for not trying because he tried.
that's true. And plus, it's Spider-Man. Like, I think, yeah, it's supposed to be working off each other. Where like Punisher, like, oh, let's take things down permanently. Spider-Man is like, hey, let me at least try to talk, capture them, like, give them a chance. They deserve another chance to be better, stuff like that. Which I always love that difference.
Yeah, like it's like a parallel.
Yeah,
The two sides of justice, if you will. There's no fixing them, judge, jury, executioner, and like everyone deserves the chance to try to be better.
yeah,
Because like for a while in the comics, for example, Spider-Man had this motto: "When I'm around, no one dies." And eventually, he came to the realization that's stupid even for me to say. I can't save everyone, but I can at least save as many as I can.
right.
He had that motto up until sometime after the Superior Spider-Man storyline.
Yeah, I guess for our main villain, honestly, terrifying, very terrifying. Like
Yeah,
again,
the way they explained her power set and how it feels to have that done, just absolutely horrifying.
yeah,
Again, I don't think that's something we'll probably touch up on super much until we get to the plot, but we can
true.
certainly talk about it.
Yeah. Oh gosh, like I realize like again I hate when there's like movies that are like so good, but once you try to touch on anything further than like the first hour, it's kind of like yeah, this is like spoilers as hell.
Yeah, is there anything else you want me to give my thoughts on that isn't like super spoiler heavy?
Well, beyond the music, I thought the music was pretty awesome, but oh damn,
Um, being honest, I
choreography.
wasn't really paying attention to the music.
That's fair. That's fair. Music, Spider-Man's new take, blah blah blah. That's not good. Because again, it's hard to do non-spoilers talk when it's like something that's so good. It's like, damn, shouldn't even bother with this. But oh well. But with that being said, again, everyone did fantastic. I could couldn't be happier with this entry. Though I feel like the post-credit scene could have been done away and should have been something that was like actually related
Related to the
to
movie in a meaningful way.
yeah, and not something like oh, this is like gonna be setting up for the next for what could possibly happen in the future. Like, I honestly do not care. Like, you guys did not do a great build up um for the
Doomsday.
MCU. Yeah, for Doomsday. So I'm like, I could care less about that. Like, you guys did so great with making this so grounded, despite multiple different Marvel characters popping up. Like, it was fantastic, and I could not care. I really could care less about what's the setup for another MCU movie. Like right now, like I feel like it would have been much more perfect to just not have that be a thing. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, feel free to tell me, yeah, you're dumb as shit. No, it's not. But Yeah, with that being said, yeah. Like I really know what else more to say. Acting, awesome. The action, awesome. The plot, pretty damn good. Is there some problems? Yes, there was going to be some problems with the damn plot. But
100%.
yeah, but this time I felt like this one was very tightly knit where I didn't have to worry about other MCU movies uh, trying to take away from this entry, especially for like a Spider-Man movie. Like, hey, congrats to them. They made more damn money than Endgame, and that's pretty freaking impressive. Was there anything else you probably want to talk about?
Um, Not particularly, I don't think.
All right, for sure. With that being said, folks, we are going to be going into the spoiler talk now. So I'm gonna, I am
So
going
this would be
to,
when we like go over the plot from the beginning to our recollection, and like go through it and explain it, right?
yes, but hold on, give me 1 second, folks.
No,
Okay,
you're good.
so if you're listening to audio or video, this will be the part where I tell you, yo, move on. Like, unless you watch the movie, then hey, feel free to stick around. If you're about to pop in here right now, um, how do I say this? Like, you're about to pop in or you haven't watched it yet and you want to,
Please go.
yeah, please leave. We don't want people to get pissed. But yeah, I'm gonna put that in the spoilers. Put spoiler section now, and the
Plot
live stream
discussion, I
title,
guess.
huh?
I guess that would be like spoiler plot discussion or whatever.
Yeah, I'm putting spoiler section now on the on this live stream title, so that way
Mm,
it's not missable for anyone to know. Like, oh, like, hey, what's going on here?
right.
All right.
And like, we are not going to take offense if you leave because you don't want to be spoiled. That's perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, of course not. Like, again, we just wanted you to just get a heads up. That's all. All right. With that being said, and okay, countdown for people who still decided not to leave yet, if they don't want to get spoiled.
5, 4,
4, 3,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. All right. First off, holy shit! I
Did you
cannot
know
believe they
Spider
brought
Man sticks
Yelena.
to walls?
Wow. Just wow. I can't
Fucking
believe you went there.
wow. I know. Do you know he spins webs too? Did you know about that?
No, especially not for a spider
Wow.
kind of guy. That's crazy.
Mm, mm, damn. And guess what? Guess what?
Huh.
It's a brand new day.
Wow. Who would have thought? All right, but for real though, I can't
I'm
believe
so
they brought
sorry.
in Yelena for this. I was like, holy shit! Like
Yeah,
her
my
freaking
sister got
office.
spoiled for that.
Oh no, how? Like what the heck?
TikTok's a bitch. She didn't really care
TikTok.
that much. And,
Hmm.
and when we got to the section where he was in her office, or like coming up to her office, she started slapping my chest. Like, I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" Because I didn't know. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? What?" Also,
What's up?
you know how they say wine gets better with age?
I'm assuming this applies to Florence.
Uh, I don't know.
It was, wasn't it?
I don't know. I was gonna I was gonna point out that this is probably the best Tom Holland has looked as Spider-Man in his career.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. As a man, I gotta admit, I am fucking jealous of
Dude,
that
look, dude's
physique.
fine. Dude's fine. Okay, I don't look as a man who swings both ways. Dude is fine.
Oh yeah, you could say that. For me, it's just like, damn, I'm jealous. Like I am just a
Well,
fat
okay,
piece of
but you can
shit.
also you can also acknowledge when a man is attractive. You don't have to be attracted to him to acknowledge how attractive he is.
Yeah, of course not.
Because like when
But
he, I guess we'll start from the beginning though.
uh-huh.
Um, so like obviously one of the first things that happens in the movie is Spider-Man gets his whole montage of fighting villains from the comics in relatively modernized but still recognizable outfits. And I do appreciate that they kind of called back to the deleted scene from Far From Home. And
Right, right, right.
they kind of referenced that again in this movie.
True.
Um, oh, and the character we were mentioning before is also introduced in this movie as Captain Jean DeWolf.
Yeah, and I'm just now trying to imagine like how that's going to be. Like, are they actually going to go down that route, or is that
Are you talking
just
about how in the comics DeWolf was murdered at some point, or?
yes? I'm wondering if they're
Oh
going to go
yeah.
down that route.
They might follow a closer route to what the previously mentioned Toby 3 game did, where her like because in the comics, DeWolf is a man.
Oh,
Yeah, Captain DeWolf. I think instead of Jean, it was like uh, it was some kind of other wall crawler.
right. Damn, it's gonna be interesting. Again, yeah. If y'all didn't know, yeah, in the comics later on, the wolf will be killed most likely. But I mean, she did die again. The female version, at least, from what I know. But other than that, that's all I can know. Like, for all we know, it could be different. It could be again the MCU's take, considering. Well, again, if we're in a spoiler section, so you can't get mad for what we're about to discuss right now. But the fact that we have Spidey being older than Jean Grey is like, yeah, this is the MCU. Where it is not the comics. It is its own take. So obviously, there's gonna be some events that are like taking place at different intervals,
Right.
different time, different timeline points. I guess you want to say.
And then behind the scenes, we find out that, which we saw bits of this in the trailer, but we finally learned more about it. The arachnid DNA is starting to overpower the human side of him and leading to some pretty interesting stuff that starts with what I can only describe as like splitting headaches for him.
Yeah.
Which, if you know, you know what they were kind of teasing us with.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's an interesting thing though, is like my wife was like trying to figure out like was like trying to was slip tripping out. I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen to him? What's gonna happen to him? And all I could say was just that like, well, I can't know everything completely, but whenever she was thinking like, oh, he's gonna die, stuff like that, I was like, no, no, don't worry. Like I don't think they're gonna be doing that, but he might be turning into a spider. Of course, that
Because
didn't happen.
they kind of faked us out on that, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, they got us good. I was like, damn. I was like wondering they're gonna go into like a bit of horror with that, but no. It looks like
Because here was my theory. This was my initial theory going into the movie. Either I thought Spider-Man was gonna die, or I thought that at the end of the movie he was gonna fully mutate into the Man Spider and set up like a sequel, and that's why he won't be coming back till Secret War next year, which would give us enough time in between for them to get him like cured.
right.
And I thought it would have been a nice callback because if you remember in the animated series when he became Man Spider, Punisher was actually in that episode.
That's true. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah. It was like that's what I thought like, that was gonna be happening. But
Yeah,
again, looks like it did not. So yeah, the ending again, I thought, oh don't worry, hun, he's gonna be okay. Even if he dies, he's gonna be okay. And she's like, what? Okay, okay, fine. And I was like, oh, that did not happen. I was like, okay, cool. But again, I guess just to show like how strong Jean Grey is now, with the fact that she is able to.
Breathe for him.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, what? I was like, that's
She keep
insane.
she been keeping you alive this whole time with her voodoo shit.
Voodoo shit. Oh, I think that's telekinesis, my friend.
um, One thing I appreciate is so like everyone was like, "Oh, who's Sadie gonna play?" And then it was like getting to be, "Oh, she's probably playing Jean Grey."
hmm
And then obviously that is who she's playing. I'm glad they didn't try to force a romance between her and Peter because one, Jean is a teenager in the movie, and two,
Yeah,
they have never really had any chemistry in the comics before, so it would be completely
inappropriate.
unsubstantiated, I
Oh,
suppose.
okay, yeah, like no warrant to it.
No, unwarranted. Thank you very much for
Yeah,
helping me with that.
yeah, no problem. Also, very problematic of her to. Oh, honestly, yeah, let's just say this. I mean, let
Hmm?
me say this. It is so mentally fucked and emotionally fucked that she kissed him while as MJ. I was like,
Yeah, essay from two fronts. I was talking to one of my good friends about it as well.
yeah. I was like, wow, that's probably one of the most fucking evil things I ever seen happen for a character on like on a movie beyond like the obvious stuff. I was like,
Also, while we're on the subject of the stuff we didn't like about Jean, I know she didn't know because she couldn't get into his head for most of the movie.
mhm.
But I really didn't like the fact that she was like, "You have no idea what I'm going through," and I'm just like, if there's anyone who knows what everyone is going through, it's that motherfucker in red and blue spandex.
Yeah, the curse of, but the audience knows.
Yeah, like, well, it's just like you shouldn't assume everybody besides you isn't hurting.
True, but
And
again,
obviously, this is like how I feel in real life. I'm not applying this to the movie itself,
yeah, yeah. It's
but
just
I
like,
do
damn.
appreciate that the MCU has lately been showcasing just how fucking OP his spider sense is.
Yeah, dude, I was noticing that. I was like, oh shit, so it can deny, at least for her with power set so far, like it could deny her controlling him and the fact that he can sense who's the one being controlled. I was
Yeah.
like,
Also,
damn,
I just gonna get it out of the way. The VMAX revelation broke me a little bit inside.
dude, that one was such a fuck revelation. Like, I'm like sitting there, like my mouth agape, just looking at that. I was like, it was the last thing she saw. What the
That's why she
fuck?
sent it.
I was like, that's so fucked. Like that was the last thing she saw before she died, and that's what she sent to her sister.
Yeah.
Shit. And I was just like surprised that some people didn't realize that. I was like, how do you not? What? Like, are we all not focusing on the movie? Like, I was getting me a little mad. And then like someone, because yeah, after the movie was finished, someone was like, I don't understand. Like, why is he? Why couldn't he censor anymore while whenever she was controlling someone? I was like, and the friend was like, dude, it was showing the movie that he was like getting stressed out by his power set, stuff like that. I was like, at least someone was paying attention. Like, what the hell?
Right.
Like, I was like, how are some people still not missing, not getting this stuff? Oh well, I mean, gotta say the VMAX thing though, yeah, that took me a moment, but I was like thinking like, wait, the way she's positioned right now, oh, that's how her sister was. That's that's the way her sister was, like in her final moments of living. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just fucking a gut punch, really.
Honestly.
Another scene that broke me like almost not too long after was when it cut to Punisher realizing just who he shot.
The fact that he actually had that moment with Peter where he was like apologizing to him, like the fact he
Yeah, and
actually felt
he was just
bad.
he was like, shut up, let me apologize.
Uh huh. I felt like that was like such
That
a
let,
sweet character moment for him.
yeah, he was like, "Shut up! I don't do this often. You're not gonna ruin this."
Oh my gosh, their
I,
on-screen chemistry was so good.
yeah. um, One complaint I had was in the trailers and the media, they had set Scorpion up to be such like a big role in the movie, or like a very important role with a lot of screen time, and he was only in it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at least more than what was it, Ramhead? No,
I
like
think
I
it Hoythead, Ramhead, something like that.
like I was just thinking like, who the heck is these characters? So I was like, oh, these are like small people. I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
And
I had
then
no complaints about that.
the other plot related complaint I had, and I think I did mention this one to you, was I just kind of wish we had a little bit more of the Hulk.
Dude, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like the first time we saw Savage Hulk in a long ass time,
Bigger than
but
ever, stronger than ever.
yeah, like the fact that he was Spidey actually said, "Oh, you're actually looking a lot bigger than before." I was like,
Oh, I didn't
"Yes,
know you
that's
could
how he's
get
supposed
that
to
big.
be." Yeah, I was like,
And
"Yes,
it's
that's how he's supposed to
like,
be."
not the let me take selfies and do dabs guy.
Yeah, no more Smart Hulk. I mean, no more Professor Hulk. This is like full on
I
Savage
refuse to
Hulk.
call that Professor Hulk. I call that the merger. I refuse to associate that with the badass freaking bastard that was the Professor Hulk in the comics.
Okay, fair enough.
um. Also, I do appreciate that even with the memory spell and shit, Bruce was still very perceptive about how he was immediate. Like it didn't take him long to realize that this is not one of his students in
Yeah,
the college scene.
of course. Like only like someone a professor like him has to like know like, wait a minute, something doesn't feel right.
Also, I love that Peter styled his inhibitor chip on the one Doc Ock made,
Yeah,
and specifically put it in the same spot.
that was pretty cool.
Um, and I will admit I really liked Smart Hulk in the movie because it wasn't really Smart Hulk, and he was actually showing that he could still be a dangerous opponent.
Right.
And then fucking Jean Grey broke the wall that kept the Savage Hulk at bay, and he came out and was the scary time for Spider-Man for about 2 minutes there.
Oh, for sure.
Also, I would just like to point out that if there's anyone who could survive a toe-to-toe throwdown with the Hulk, it would be Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, especially when like he could easily just grip out, get out of the fucking Loki smashing animation.
Yeah, that like the Loki smash that became his signature move in Brawl, basically.
Yeah, so I love that. Like, oh no, he's out. That's it.
Like
It's just
I
all like, gotta get out of the arm. He's just stuck on
also
the arm right there. I love
I
that so
really
much.
love that after Hulk came out, he started like crouching down ready to fight, and fucking Jean Grey controlled Punisher was like, "Good luck, Spidey." Both Spider-Man and Hulk were looking at him like, "What the fuck?"
That was amazing.
And then they turn back to each other, and that's when the fight starts.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'll admit this for like the emotional piece. I do love like, Peter telling Hulk like, "Hey, I'm your friend. I'm your friend." Like that was something like for him to calm down. I felt like shit. Yeah,
It made me
Hulk
really
needed that.
sad that it made me really sad that Hulk and Bruce's immediate thought process was like, "Yep, gonna try to kill myself."
I hope that was not the thing, but I do wonder like I need to stop. Like I'm hurting someone that's calling me his friend. At least to me.
Yeah, because like Spider-Man is Hulk's friend. Like he's one of the few people that can actually like, I guess, not anger the Hulk just by being near him in the comics.
Hmm.
Mostly because Peter actually sees him as a person and not just as a big green rage monster.
Espe that's the thing about this movie that I like the whole theme about like people trying to control the monsters within or trying to
Yeah.
like suppress themselves in some way. I was like, damn, there's a lot of themes going on with this one. I love it.
Also, I would just like to say while we're on the subject of the Hulk, love the voice they chose for him this time around.
Dude, I noticed that fucking difference. I was like, oh shit, this is not Mark Ruffalo. This is someone else
Instead of
completely.
instead of no banner, only Hulk. He's like no banner, no girl, only Hulk. I was like, ah, fuck.
Dude, that shit was so badass.
100%. I got chills watching it happen.
And I was like trying to shut myself up so hard to try and make sure I don't keep telling my wife new details that I learned while like when leading up to this day of watching the movie. But I was like, huh,
Mm.
there's like some like telling her like, yo, like there this is not they chose a new voice actor for the Hulk thing. I was like, oh my god, stuff like that.
Yeah, because like it's the whole thing about the Hulk's voice in the comics is he's always been described as something that sounds like it's trying to sound like a human, but it doesn't. It just doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Like it's human adjacent, and I think they really nailed that with this voice in in the movie.
Yeah.
Also, just gonna say it, I think this Hulk would have put up a much better fight against Thanos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know, something felt different. And I think that's why like
I
this Hulk was a lot smarter considering he actually went for the gauntlet. So I was like, oh, he learned his lesson.
I would like to think so. My whole thing with the Hulk in the MCU is that at least the way I took it back in Avengers was that whenever Bruce like stays in a constant state of anger and lets the Hulk come out, he's always got a certain level of control and he keeps the Hulk from fighting at his best.
Uh-huh.
Cause like yes, the Hulk from Infinity War had gladiator experience, but 100% I think he went down way too fast for someone like the Hulk.
Yeah, I think it's just
And I
a
feel
show.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
show that Thanos has combat experience than just brute strength kind of fights.
yeah, but like I would like to see Thanos go up against this Hulk and come out okay.
True. I mean, we can only hope that he does not end up getting not nerfed again, but like get like another pounding like that with Doctor Doom if he shows up in there. Which I don't think so, cause
Um,
I don't I don't think so, cause the way they were showing like Bruce being led away into the psychiatric ward or whatever the hell kind
yeah,
of van it was, I was like, oh, poor fucking guy. Like, come on, he can never catch a fucking break. And like that's what I was saying to my
you
wife.
know
Like, fuck,
what?
man, he can't catch a break. This is another mind control event again.
You know what really broke me about the post fight scene
What's up?
was when the very first thing Bruce says was, "Did I hurt anyone? Is anyone hurt?
Oh
Is it just me?"
yeah, that was heartbreaking. I was like, ah, shit. Like,
So
props to
sadly,
Mark.
we probably won't be seeing Mark Ruffalo's Hulk for very much longer.
Yeah, again, props to Mark Ruff. I gotta get props to Mark Ruffalo for just
Speaking out the
doing
way he
Bruce
has
Banner
been.
for performing as Bruce Banner so well, while like showing like that sympathy of someone who's trying so hard not to be the monster that's within.
Yeah.
So damn good.
Also, I would like, regarding the post-credit scene, I would like to also point out that it says Spider-Man will return, but it doesn't specify which one, and it's implying that there's going to be another one.
If there is going to be another one, I am very curious to see. who it could be, but I do love everyone's jokes saying like, "Nah, this motherfucker finally gave us a grounded Spider-Man." Like, where the fuck do you think he's going to? Like, saying like he's gonna pass the grail. Like, no, motherfucker, you come back here right now. You got 10 more years of being Spider-Man.
Which, well, yeah, Tom Holland said he'll play Spider-Man for as long as they'll have him.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully that means we get at least another 5 or 10 years out of him.
Hopefully. I mean, I agree with everyone. I'm sorry, but Tom Holland, you could not move on. Sorry,
You're not allowed,
Mr.
not yet.
Zendaya. You just gave like the best performance ever as a Spider-Man yet.
So, very early on in the stream, I mentioned that like I enjoyed the message the movie was trying to convey, and there was actually a couple of those, and I feel like it's okay to go over them now that we're actually in the plot section.
All right.
One, the big thing was it was like showing just how unhealthy it is to try to carry the weight of the world by yourself or the weight of just your life in general, and that you can't ignore it and hope to be okay.
Oh, for sure. And the fact that I love that it made sense for Punisher and Yelena to be inside this movie this time. Because, yes, it makes sense. The Punisher, well, yeah, that's a prime example why you should not be doing shit like this by yourself, especially like with his type of coping.
What you think I chose this? You think I decided to just buy this boat and live in it?
Yeah, then there's sweet Yelena, like that fucking the thunder, what the hell?
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Thank you. I was going to say Thunderbirds. So I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, the Thunderbolts movie being such a prime example, like such a good uh emphasis on like mental health type of movie. I was like, this is like such a great phase so far with MCU's like themes. So I felt like they did fantastic with choosing again Punisher and Yelena for being in this movie.
Yeah.
Love this so much.
And then another more sad message the story was telling us is regarding MJ and her big scene after the initial fight in the defense or the damage
Hmm.
control.
Yeah.
Is that you can love someone with all your heart, but you can't expect them to love you back immediately, especially, and you can't expect them to wait for you to
Oh yeah,
be ready.
especially for what's it called? Oh my gosh, come on, Alex, think. Especially when like with a magic spell like that.
Yeah,
But oh, this is gonna be a fun one. How do you t interpret the ending?
the ending.
Yes.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I see it as two different ways, or
All
like the
right.
way I took it was one way, but the way my sister took it was another way, and I personally don't think that's correct.
What?
The way I took it was seeing his face, hearing his name, and doing the handshake was a significant enough aspect, or like it was a significant enough thing to break the spell from No Way Home, and that him saying Peter was him saying he actually remembers him again.
Uh-huh.
My sister took it as just recognizing that he's Spider Man because of MJ calling him Peter on his way out.
Right.
But like, first off, the handshake thing was a childhood thing. They did that since they were kids. The body remembered what the mind did not, and I think that was enough to jolt the spell away from him. Plus his magical background and probably Jean's meddling didn't help.
Yes, yes, and yes. And plus, again, like I feel like maybe it's more like he made the connection that, like, oh, Peter from earlier. Oh, snap. This is Spider-Man. So don't know if he's like actually remembers that this is Peter Parker, his old friend, his old childhood friend, but I could believe like this is definitely the beginning of a new friendship, at least for the time being, until we could see what the MCU wants to do further with that.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find out which one is actually the correct interpretation in the next movie that
For
we actually
sure.
see him in.
Well, and honestly, it's rare to say this, like I'm happy with
Right.
either reveal. Yeah, I guess either reveal. Cause again, he's he's either way, he gets to keep Ned and MJ as friends at least. And now instead of like fucking being alone, I hate the idea of
Yeah,
that. Like 4 years, jeez.
so what I was saying before, like again, pre-stream, not pre-stream, but like pre-plot,
Hmm.
the chemistry in the scene where he's building Legos with Ned was so nice.
Oh, it was so sweet. I love that, dude. That shit got me tearing up when like MJ said like you look like best friends. I was like, ah, my heart.
And then it shows the drawing.
Yes. I was like, fuck. But then she did that detail of his face so well. I was like, nah, maybe something else is like also stirring up. Maybe. Who knows?
Well, she was on the rooftop from No Way Home and fiddling with the necklace he got her, so
Yes, the Black Dahlia necklace. That's where I was like,
it is possible that she does remember now and just is choosing not to say anything.
could be, yeah. Especially when maybe, who knows? Like my wife, like maybe with she started crying because her memories came back during
During when they were frozen.
yeah, because of Gene. And I'm just thinking like, ooh, maybe like I know it's not it's something that can't be a spell can't be broken that easily, but who knows? I mean,
Also,
maybe it jolted something.
I would like to say that if she does remember and is upset, she has every right to be because he promised both of them that he would come find them right away.
And he took his sweet ass time because self doubt is a bitch. We can all agree with that, folks. Self doubt
Not
is a
only
bitch.
that, but that was also Peter like making the decision for them that their
Yes.
life was better without him.
Yes.
And like yes, part of being Spider-Man is like making tough decisions regarding people you love, but you shouldn't be making decisions for the people you love.
Damn, that's some deep shit right there. Put it on a t-shirt.
Well, it's like let me just give you an example. Like this, the less that very same lesson was taught was something Peter had to deal with at the end of the first Insomniac game when he had to choose between curing Aunt May or curing the city.
Mm-hmm.
And he had, and like with May's help, he made the choice to cure the city because I think we both know that anyone in that moment, if Aunt May did not add in her 2 cents, probably would have just cured her and said to hell with New York.
Right.
So like it just kind of it's like you can't you can't just make the decisions for everyone.
No.
And I think Peter is going to have to rebuild those relationships because he decided that he knew what was best for both of them when they'd already decided on what to do after the mind wipe.
And it does sting a little considering he took his sweet ass time with it too.
Yes. Like if he'd have waited a couple months, I think they would have been less questionable
Mm-hmm.
because they would have been like, "Well, yeah, it does feel like something's missing in my life. Like I feel like there's like a huge chunk of my life that just never happened."
Yeah, when she said like I feel like I've been waiting for something for so long, I just can't figure out what. I was like,
Yeah.
ah, shit.
Although I think this is also going to potentially set up Ned Leeds becoming the Hobgoblin later.
You think so?
Well, Ned Leeds
Shit.
was a Hobgoblin in the comics.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh no, why you gotta say that? I don't want that to happen.
But plus, they kind of poked fun at it in No Way Home when he was like, "I promise I won't turn into a supervillain and try to kill you."
I do remember
And
that.
Andrew Garfield just pats his shoulder like, "Good job, kid. You really nailed it there." But like, plus, if he does fully remember, then it's gonna be like a feeling of betrayal that Peter didn't come find them right away.
Ooh, okay, okay. I can see the potential, like how that could lead to that.
Like, because we obviously know that emotions can tamper with the logic in your brain.
Oh, for sure.
Or maybe he was a Green Goblin. Hold on, I'm actually gonna fact check myself real quick. He was a Goblin. He was a Goblin in the
I
comics, but
I think it was a hobgoblin. No?
Ned Leeds. I want to say it was. Yes, yes, he was a hobgoblin. Okay.
Okay, cool. I remember.
Because he ended up putting the mask back on during Superior. That's why I know he's a hobgoblin.
Ah, I see.
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that they didn't do as much of the multiversal shit for this movie, because like as great as No Way Home was, that wouldn't have really fit the setting of this movie.
No, especially when this time, we really need to see like how Peter can handle things. Like, what are the effects of him dealing with shit all by himself and not with like no relation whatsoever to Tony? Because again,
Yeah.
we need to see how Spidey could stand on his own legs, and this was perfect. Like, this was such a grounded way to do this thing. Like, yeah, of course he would. It makes sense. Like, of course he would make connections with different heroes over time.
Oh, it was also nice to see a Cindy Moon in the MCU.
Cindy Moon.
She's Silk, one of the other spiders in the comics, and in the comics she was actually bitten by the same spider that bit Peter.
Oh, snap.
She was the student that she was the Cindy from the class that asked Dr. Banner
Oh,
about Thanos.
right. I forgot that she did. Someone did mention that. Yeah, like one of the students popped up again. I was like, wait, really? I was like, oh shoot, that's true. So that was crazy.
Um Also, I got a question for you, just out of curiosity, because again, me and my sister had kind of conflicting opinions on
Huh.
this. The chick in the apartments that Peter lives in, the one whose clothes he stole because he woke up naked.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that was anyone significant?
No. I
Oh,
I'm
okay,
I
because I
try not to do that because I've noticed that people are getting annoyed with people doing that all the time. Like, oh, this is new Miles
right.
Morales. This is new this and that. And I was like, yeah, I'm starting to see why people are getting annoyed by this.
Well, when I saw her, I thought she was Gwen Stacy. That's what I thought. That's who I thought
Ah.
she was. And my sister thinks it's Black Cat.
Uh-huh.
So she thinks it's Felicia Hardy. And I just didn't know if you thought it was anyone in particular.
Nah, I was just thinking like, you know what? It's just a random person. That's about it.
Hell, it even could have been Liz Allen if we're going by the blondes in Peter's life in the comics.
Right.
Ah,
The blondes, the red, sort of fucked. Like the final, the first time the redhead he actually get to kiss is through his damn, I guess technically ex girlfriend. I'm like, ah, shit. Like,
that whole
ain't
scene
that a
broke me.
fucked? Yeah. I was like, that is monstrous. Like, damn. And I know like this was the darkest Jean Grey we had so far, correct? At least on screen wise.
I don't know because I never watched Dark Phoenix.
I never watched Dark Phoenix either. Oh shit, we should probably make that a thing.
Shit.
Shit. I mean, comment down below if anybody's like listening to this, like, hey, you want to watch Dark Phoenix and react to that? That'd be some funny shit.
Be like,
So,
John, what'd you like about it? I like that Hugh Jackman was in it. He was in it for like a 15-second scene. I know.
oh, fantastic.
He does
Oh,
actually make a cameo in the movie. I do know that.
oh, really? I did not know that. Wow.
Yes, they are in. I think they invade Weapon X for some fucking reason, and he's in there doing his adamantium fuck shit.
Of course.
Yeah, so
Hello.
basically they just let him. They help him escape.
Mhm.
They like wake him up, I guess, and point him towards the exit, and that's all the cameo is. I don't even think he has a speaking role.
They're like, we gotta connect this somehow. Like, I could believe that this is still X-Men.
We got to make sure people know that Logan's around in the past timeline.
Right. Hmm.
But like
Uh,
now we officially have mutants in the MCU, and that's crazy.
I know, but they're just not willing to say the damn word. But
Did you know a mutant is actually an offensive word?
I'm just so happy that we finally got mutant, like officially mutant. Well, they imply that Miss Marvel's a mutant herself. I'm just like, unless they say the word, or unless they bring her into the movies, like I feel like it does not count yet because for all people know, like, oh no, Jean Grey is like the first MCU mutant, and I'm like, well, do you
Not
know?
technically.
Yeah, yeah, it's all because they don't want acknowledge Inhumans. And you don't know who the Inhumans are, don't worry, folks. Just that's just a whole different bag of worms that you could learn on your own time. We're not gonna
I
try
mean, I'll
to.
just give him a quick TLDR for the comic version, not the movie. Fuck the movie or show or whatever.
It was a show. I enjoyed the show. Anyways, go on.
I haven't watched it, so I don't really know if it's good or bad.
I thought it was alright. Like I thought it was fine.
I mean, it's alright.
Yeah,
Um,
it was going.
so the Inhumans are. I don't know. They were either so like they're people with special abilities that are like kind of a separate product of the human race in the comics. I think I could be wrong about this,
I think a meteorite
but
hits. Yeah, right?
what's that?
Didn't a meteorite hit, or was it because from their own homeworld?
Something like that. Like for example, Black Bolt, who you might remember in the MCU is dying in Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah, he had that
was
shit-eating grin. I was like,
yeah
uh-oh.
was a he was an Inhuman and he was actually the king of the Inhumans.
Yeah, he knew sign language. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And like, ironically enough, Spider-Man is one of the few people who has the ability to go into their domain anytime he wants. Because you know, Spider-Man's just kind of like that.
Because there's no real clear definition unless some continuity is saying like, yeah, you're a mutant, or your your spider bite sort of like inhibit your mutation from advancing earlier. I was like, what? I was like, I can't understand this shit. Like, what do you mean?
Well, I once read a fan fiction about that, but I don't know if that's actually confirmed or not.
It, it, the comics are messy. That's all I could really say.
Hey, how about we talk about the time that he was a substitute teacher for the X-Men?
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm not kidding. After Wolverine died in the comics, he asked Peter to take his place in the school because he thought there was a mole. There was a mole, in fact,
Wow.
and he had to teach a whole bunch of mutant kids.
They're like, are you even a mutant? I was like, oh, as a kid, I don't even know.
And there was a scene where he's trying to convince the X-Men. He's like, yeah, Logan asked me to do this, so let me do it. And he's trying to get on their good side, and he's like, yeah, Storm, Black Panther likes me. Oh wait, you're not married to him anymore, you know.
Oh, jeez.
But he ends up finding the he does end up finding the mole eventually. It was one of the students, and they ended up like basically what had happened was the person they were like giving info to promised to help one of the other students who was just a brain
Yeah,
and give her a body, but it went sideways, so the student ended up defecting back to the X-Men to help.
because of course.
Which you might have actually seen this panel, but that same comic is the one where Spider-Man's strapped down by Mr. Sinister and goes, is Sinister your middle name? Like, what's your first name? Edward Sinister?
I have not heard of that one, but that's pretty funny.
Oh my god, we completely went off topic of the movie
Yes,
though.
yes, we did. Yeah, Jean Grey, yeah, first mutant, technically, but honestly, not
Technicalities.
really. But again, can't wait to see how Say These Things does, because honestly, I thought she did pretty fucking well as Jean Grey. I was like, damn, I can't actually believe seeing her as Jean Grey going forward. Sucks that she's a teenager in this
And
one, though. Feels a little weird.
should we discuss the biggest elephant in the room regarding that?
What's that?
Peter's probably gonna have a hit on his head the size of New York when the other mutants are established.
Oh, dude, yes, he's the fucking Oppenheimer of that universe now.
Because he ended up creating this genius motherfucker ended up creating an inhibitor chip that is universal and even works on mutants and is now in the possession of damage control.
Yes. I was like,
And
oh
while
no.
obviously Peter didn't intend to do that for bad reasons, uh, for example, once Magneto is a thing in the MCU, he's fucked.
It was like, Spider-Man, you son of a bitch.
Like you're a genius, but you are so dumb.
You created the you know, like what's a Magneto ass type of sentence like, oh, Spider-Man, you are the bane of our existence now. Like you must pay for your crime against mutant kind. Some shit like that. I was like, dude, it's not his fault. He was desperate to save his ass.
That and he was operating. First off, I didn't trust Exker or whatever the fuck his name was from the start.
I was like, as soon as they said damage control, I was like, this sounds familiar. I was like, Miss Marvel, okay. I was like,
Well,
oh
yeah,
wait. I'm sorry,
yeah. In the
folks, for everyone.
comics, damage control was like, um, it was literally a company that was designed to do cleanup after superpowered battles. That's what
Hmm.
damage control is in the comics.
Yeah.
And they're a lot more legit than what the fucking movie did. But as soon as I saw Edsker, I got the same vibes from him that I did. I forgot the punk ass's name, but the face of Roxxon from Miles Morales.
The what?
So in Spider-Man Miles
No, no.
Morales,
Repeat that
Rox,
again.
I said the Edsker, as soon as he came on screen, I got the same vibes from him that I got from the face of Roxxon in Spider-Man Miles Morales, the one with the new
Oh.
form.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like, I don't trust this dude. He's shady as shit.
Yeah.
Although I did like the detail that the weapons were designed to counteract his artificial webs, and they couldn't do a damn thing against his organic webbing.
Yeah, that was good stuff right there. I was and Gene again always kicking Spidey while he's getting already kicked down. Like, look at that. They made weapons for you, and you were trying to help them out, dumbass.
Also, I love
Creative.
as someone. Sorry, I grew up with Spider-Man 2, so I love when part of a Spider-Man storyline is him having to learn to balance the human side with the spider side, as in like needing to understand that Peter Parker is just as important to this as Spider-Man is.
Mm-hmm.
And he
So damn
finally
true.
came to that realization in that fight. Was it a little cheesy? Yeah, but I still enjoyed it.
Someone pointed out a long time ago, like, if you knew what Spider-Man was going to say, I mean, don't feel bad or think like, oh, he's gotten too predictable. You grew up with this character. You should at least know by now, like, what this motherfucker's going to say. Well,
Yeah.
to me, I feel like a dumb kid, but I was like, when they were saying, like, who are you, Peter Parker or Spider-Man? And he said, like, I'm both. I was like, yeah, you're fucking right. You are both. I was like, oh my God. He's fucking
Also,
right.
I appreciated very much the Tobey Maguire reference.
Spider-Man too.
He was like, he's like, okay, organic webs. Spider 2 had them. He was cool. Or Peter 2, or whatever the fuck they called themselves.
Spider-Man 2, Peter 2, one of those twos. Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
true.
like that whole scene was great, and I took that as him trying to use the organic shooters. That was very, to me, very clearly a reference to Toby trying to get the hang of his organic web shooters in his first movie.
Oh yeah, I was laughing so much. Like I was like whispering to my wife, like, just like Toby.
Like, I'm sorry, but like in my head, I was like, okay, now he's gonna say away web.
I was like him
Because like he,
gagging at his
yeah,
own
him
web.
gagging at the oozing web was funny, but also realistic. If that came out of you, I'm sure you'd be gagging as well.
Yeah, it was really affecting my wife. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, pull yourself together. Like, we can't be that couple that has someone throw up.
Right. Um. Although this was definitely a reference to the comics, but I love that he didn't do any modifications to his suit, and the web still comes out just fine.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was
Because
like,
like
all
in the
right, yeah,
comics a lot,
Wolverine shit.
they wouldn't draw like a little nozzle for it to come out of. It just comes straight out of the fabric.
Uh-huh.
And they kind of did that with this one when it just kind of came out of the fabric.
True.
I will say I'm glad that he didn't get a new suit. I'm glad he's sticking with the very nice comic accurate one for right now.
Dude, it's so comic accurate. Again, it looks like it jumped out of the comics to me. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, like if you had to bring that suit from the comics that's been around for 60 years and put it in live action, that's what the suit looks like.
And it looked beautiful to me.
Same here. Ow! Holy shit. I didn't even realize how long we've been going for right now.
Oh, shoot. That's true. I don't know. Is there any last points we should probably make before we end this little discussion?
Um, Little potato.
Big potato. Absolute potato right there.
Absolute potato. Let me tell you what, Hulk. That's one absolute unit of potato. Let me tell you what.
Oh gosh, the new memes they're gonna be starting up. Or already started up, yeah. I guess final words to say is that oh yeah, wait a minute. Have you
Hmm?
touched on the plot points that you have trouble problems with?
Yeah, it was just the Scorpion not having very much screen time and the Hulk not having very much screen time.
I feel like they drew Scorpion in just because people wanted Scorpion to come back. They're like, here,
Yeah,
take him, damn.
yeah, but like they were kind of setting him up in the trailers to have a bit of a bigger role, and I'm a little disappointed by that.
Oh, it was misleading, so that was a good thing. I mean, unlike No Way Home's accidental spoiler with one of their characters,
I, I don't know if you saw this, but Andrew
Lizard.
Garfield was doing an interview,
Oh, huh?
and the dude goes, "So, Spider-Man: Brand New Day comes out in 2 days." And just goes, "Oh my God, I'm not in it."
At least he was media trained.
He was and he didn't yell it, but he was like, "Oh my God, I'm not in it."
I was like,
He was
very
like, "Not this
suspicious.
again."
What a time that was. And again, and now, like, what a time this is. Everyone's enjoying Spider-Man. Next time I'll go to the theaters, maybe I'll get myself a Spider-Man bucket head. Because, yes, I need the head of my favorite superhero on the wall. Because, like, it's not
Unfortunately,
creepy
my
looking.
theater, sadly, my local theater doesn't do the specialty buckets.
Oh.
But they did offer a special drink that I may get next time called the Spider-Man.
Oh, shit. Let's give it red and
It was
blue.
like it was like a bomb pop, but as a soda.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, do you have anything else you wanna say?
Um, I guess, just the minor things now at this point. What I wished for the end, the post-credit scene was just that something related to the actual story instead of something related to like, oh, here comes something new for the MCU, like Spider-Man will return. Like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, it's Spider-Man. That motherfucker will always return. But
Actually, on that note, I feel like we should briefly discuss what the post-credit scene was because we've brought it up like 5 times.
okay, go on.
So basically, it's just so Ned, in between No Way Home and this movie, created a Spidey tracking app,
Hmm.
and it shows the interface and it says Spider-Man nearby, but location unknown. And then it drifts off into space and says location found, and then it cuts to a black screen that says Spider-Man will return.
Yeah,
That's it. That's basically it.
that's true.
And like I'm okay with it, mostly because I'm actually kind of excited for Doomsday.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's just again, you know how I feel. It's just that well, they haven't really did like the whole setup for this whole for Doomsday well that much. other
Yeah,
than
sadly,
Fantastic Four.
we personally discussed why the Doomsday was just suddenly thrown to us.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, well, there's not much more further we can do. Like, gotta accept it. Yeah, but yeah, I would rather prefer something like related to what was going on in the story. Like, I don't know, maybe Hulk. No, well, yeah, either Hulk or Bruce, like doing slightly better in the hospital or wherever he's been sent to. Like, I don't know, something related to him. Like, just to get some closure on that. Unless, again, they'll probably lead into Doomsday, and of course, or maybe like a tease that I don't know, Yelena probably talking to a new client, or someone else related to the MCU. Like, who knows? Maybe make a tease that, oh yeah, she's talking to a new Defender or something like that. Like, I don't know why I say Defender. I mean, there's plenty of teams to look around for, but I don't know, just something. I mean, other than that, yeah, I don't know. Or shoot, even like a funny, cute thing where Punisher and Spidey are like on a night out, just taking care of things, stuff like that, something like
Just
that. I don't know.
talking.
Yeah, and it could be some random ass event. So it's like they finally explain what happened on Staten Island. Oh, you know what? I would have been so happy with that. I would have been so happy with that. But
Or
oh
like
well.
during the credits, it could have shown what happened on Staten Island to give us some context.
Yeah, but I guess that's just the new, not Tahiti. I guess that's just the new thing, like how Black Widow and Hawkeye just had like, oh, it's just like Bangladesh? No.
Oh yeah. Also, not gonna lie. How do you feel about Yelena? I guess officially taking on the mantle of Black Widow.
Honestly, I am excited to see how she does because again, uh, oh my gosh, I said her name earlier. How the fuck did I forget her name?
Yelena.
No, 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 not Yelena.
Natasha?
No, 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 no. The actress's name,
Oh, I don't know.
Florence Pugh. My bad. Yeah, like I she is so promising as Black Widow now. I'm like, fuck. Can't wait to see. I just want to. Can't wait to see how she does more in future films. Now that you know she got her. She was in the movie alongside other characters, and the fact that there's not much worry about her like being sexualized or such, because as much as we gotta say, yeah, early MCU there's like the typical stuff that the actresses from the, I guess not like the first generation, but the earlier generations like had to deal with like getting sexualized and all that. Like now, like she's really getting to like be your own character without that shit being needed.
Yeah.
That and again, the whole mental health thing, like takes and all that. I can't wait to see what else she could further touch upon. Why? What about you? Like, do you feel okay about Elena taking the Black Widow mantle?
Yeah, it was just kind of like I haven't watched Thunderbolt, so I don't know if that's where it started. So I guess it was just kind of a culture shock to me.
Dude, you need to watch Thunderbolts. I I'm not trying to overhype it, but that I felt like that was a well done film.
Hmm.
Like I don't want to spoil, but I felt like it was a really well done film and really fucking good themes, really good themes. Fantastic. I felt it was a really great movie.
All right, we'll add it to the list.
Everyone else in here like enjoyed Brand New Day. Please watch Thunderbolts as well because that was just fantastic. Great movie. Great movie. Any other questions you wanted to ask?
Uh, no, not really.
Alrighty.
But
Um,
thank you for having me on here talking about this movie that just came out.
yeah, of course, my friend. I'm glad we got to cover it so early. Like as soon as it came, nearly as soon as it came out. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, I'm glad. Last things I want to say ever now about Spider-Man. No, I think we said all our pieces.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. Thank you for fuck! I know I just said it, but Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I've been sitting for the past 2 hours. My butt does not like that. Ah!
Ouch. Real.
Um, yeah, thank you for having me. It was fun to talk about the movie right after it came out. Like, it's not even been out for a week yet.
I know, like this is the earliest we covered something like immediately. So really happy about that.
Yeah, because even Requiem, we took like a week to play it before we actually did something about it.
True. This has been a very well success. But anywho, thank you all for coming by to listen. Whether you're listening by live stream or by video when this finally comes out. Again, thank you for listening. We appreciate you all. Like, cannot overstate. I mean, I cannot understate. I don't know. Cannot state enough how thankful I am whenever people are like listening, giving us a chance to like just yap about what we watched. And yeah, this has been such a fun film, and can't wait to see what else is in store for Spider-Man. It's a brand new
Right.
day. It's a brand new start for our new Spider-Man. Well, not really new, but new trilogy, maybe? I don't know.
Oh my god, he's been Spider Man for 10 years.
Yes, dude. That's why it's like such an insane run so far. And I was like, this motherfucker can't end now.
You're not allowed.
Hell no, he's not allowed.
Meanwhile, the other two didn't even get like half a decade. No, wait, no. Toby got half a decade. He got 5 years, and
Poor, poor
then
Andrew
he came back for
Garfield.
No Way Home.
He deserved another
He
chance.
got two. He got two.
Yeah, he should at least get one to finish off his trilogy. At least in my opinion.
I can't make like so. On the way to the theater, I joked that Spider Man was gonna die. She was like, "Why would you say that?" I was like, "Because no Spider Man has ever gotten a fourth movie. It's a bad omen."
And now here we are.
I thought the well, actually, I could tell you this after the stream ends if it's not over already.
All right, for sure. I guess like the last thing I would end it with is, well, yeah, just be safe out there, folks. Be sure to, if you're watching this on YouTube or yeah, watching or listening to this on YouTube, feel free to subscribe for future videos from either the gaming channel or from the podcasting channel that this should be on. And if you're listening on audio form, then feel free to rate us whatever you like, I guess. But again, thank you. Happy to provide some content. Or, nah, I don't like saying content. Happy to provide some yapping hours with you all. But all right, that is it. Goodbye, be safe, and wow, I really should learn how to end videos more. All right, bye bye, everyone.